Welcome once again to LedgerPro. In this episode, I want to show you how to set up your account details for post-dated check. So you'll be able to receive post-dated check and also issue post-dated check to your suppliers. Right, so to set up your post-dated check, first of all, you have to check if your payment methods have been set. So to set that, you come to accounting setup and then you go to payment methods. Then you check if your payment methods have been set. You can add as many payment methods as you want. You can add mobile money, you can add other payment methods as well. But you have to ensure that your post-dated check menu has also been method actually has also been added to this portal. So once your payment methods have been set, then you now go to double entry and then we check if we have defined our chart of accounts for post-dated checks, receivable and payable. So for the post-dated check, receivable is a current asset, so you define that under the current asset column. And then the post-dated check payable is a liability, a short-term liability, so that should also fall under liability. So if you don't have it by default, then you can use the plus button at the top to also define the post-dated checks payable as well. Now, after defining the post-dated check, receivable and then payable, you now move on to banking accounts. And then you define the various accounts that will be holding the post-dated checks for you. Also, if you don't have it already defined, then you can use the plus button at the top here to define your post-dated check payable and the receivable accounts. So once you've created or set up the account successfully, we can now move on to invoice. So we are now going to create an invoice for let's say an insurance company that is supposed to pay you an amount. So let's create for, let's say, Acacia. Then let's say this the issue date is 23rd and the due date is 28th. It's an invoice maybe for insurance invoice, an amount of, let's say, 200,000. And then you can create. So after creating the invoice, you have to click on the show icon and then you click on send invoice. So this will send the invoice and then you now have the option to add payment. So to add payment basically means that you are receiving money from this insurance company, but let's say the insurance company has issued you a post-dated check that will be cleared at a later date. So you click on this, you set the date that you are receiving the check, the amount on the check, then the payment methods, in this case post-dated check. So once you click it gives you the option to select the account to receive the money into. You select your post-dated check receivable, you select the post date, that's the date that the check will be cleared. So let's assume this is also going to be cleared on the 28th. And then if you have to attach a screenshot of the check and then you click on add. So once you click on add, you scroll down and then you will see the post-dated check added here. You see the date and then the post date, how many days left for this check to be cleared. You see all those details here. So when you come to the invoice page, you see that the invoice has been paid, but the system will give you this notification here. And when you click on this notification, you are able to tell, okay, so post-dated check of this amount is due on this day. So the system will keep notifying you until the check is fully cleared. So if you want to view the check, you can click on this, then it will load the check page for you. Then you can see the post date. So you can always cross-check to view the alerts as well. Right, so the same goes to payments. If you are actually supposed to pay a bill, you're supposed to pay an employee, a supplier, you're supposed to pay a supplier, you can also create the bill, and then you come to the show here, and then you click on add payment, the date, and then you select the payment method to be post-dated check. In this case, you are issuing a post-dated check to a supplier, so you choose the date that this check will be cleared. Maybe this will also be cleared on 27th. The payment method, payable, because you are paying. If you have the description, you can put it in here, and then the payment receipt. Then you go ahead to create the post-dated check for this bill as well. So obviously this will reduce the payment on the platform, but the check has not been cleared yet. The check has not been cleared yet. Yes, so once you come to the platform, after you've added your post-dated checks, right, when you come to the platform, you always see a notification at the top here, and when you click on this notification, now we have two notifications in the tray. So one is telling us that there is a post-dated check payable of 97 cedis, which is due on the 27th, and then also there is a post-dated check receivable of 185,000 cedis, which is also due on the 28th. So you can click on any of these to view details of the check. So when you click, it brings you down here, so you get to know when the check is actually clearing, the number of days left, and the details of the invoice as well. So this is basically how you'll be able to keep track of your post-dated checks. The system will keep notifying you of any check that is pending clearing, receivable or payable. Thank you very much.